Do you really become detached after you had your spiritual awakening? No, you don't. People have just so misleading ideas of spirituality. They think that if you're more spiritual, you are more detached, you're more unbothered, as if you don't care. Some sort of that person you become after you have your spiritual awakening. They have these, things in their mind, that are attached to spirituality, but it is not the truth. Rather, you become more sensitive to energies. The more spiritual awakening you go through, you are more sensitive to energies. You are more sensitive to the environment that you live in, where you absorb yourself in, so you are so super aware, you know and you start picking up on the invisible realm. One of the Muslim girl had asked a question. um I don't know, I think it was from Sadhguru. I don't know exactly, but I think she asked a question from Sadhguru. What she asked? She asked that, Shiva is such a god, is such a great god. Then why was he crying over the death of his wife? When Sati died, why was he even crying? So people have actually these idea of us god, like God is not a rock, man. God means you're super sensitive, you're super aware, you're open hearted, you're super open hearted. These are the ideas that people have in their mind, of God, that God is some perfect rock out there, you know, who doesn't feel pain and pleasure, who doesn't feel, I don't know what, you know. Yes, a God transcends that, definitely. A God transcends the pain and pleasure, but it's just so much different than um what people think with the small minds. They don't get these things really. Okay, it's so different. Okay, you go through it, you feel through it, you know rather after spiritual awakening. I've always felt very frustrated around fake people. I've always felt it very frustrated, and I felt so irritated and so annoyed when I am around those fake people. Even if, it's just, I would be more comfortable around people who are like bad, but they're like bad inside out. I would be still be more comfortable. But fake people, I always had an allergy, but since I was a child, it's really, you know and even I always felt very frustrated around people who are very less evolved. I would feel that kind of an irritation around people who are less evolved. Somehow I just feel it inside me, you know but I would continue in that environment. I would continue in with those situations, with those people, because I had, certain ideas of life. But there comes a point in your life when you really, there comes a point in your life when you're like, वक्त आता है जिसे हम कहते हैं, there comes, it's an internal clock. My internal clock gave me a, like, a red signal, bro. It's just done. You cannot do it anymore, you know so yeah, it's just, yeah. And the problem is not that people are less evolved, or they are not at the evolution level that you are. But the problem is that when they try to bring you at their level, when they try to, of course, less evolved means they are very controlling. They are very controlling towards their own life, they're very controlling towards your life, so they will try to bring you to their own level. And that is annoying, that is frustrating. At least let me be. No one can, you are operating at a very high conscious level, you are operating at a high level. They won't get it, right? So these are the situations that you really face after your spiritual awakening. It gets really bloody difficult, to be in the same situation, same people, same experiences. That's why people are so afraid of spirituality. No, especially, if your loved one gets into spirituality, they become so scared because they know, they somehow know that he or she will, you know um evolve out of that situation, evolve out of that relationship, evolve out of that experience, you know so that is the whole point. You know they If your loved one is into spirituality, they don't like it. They don't like it at all. So after you have your spiritual awakening, it becomes so frustrating. It becomes your internal clock starts to tell you, we can't deal with this anymore. You become a little bit, what do I say in Hindi, chidchidapan. That comes in a lot. Because somebody's energy is like going, somebody's energy is not calm. It's so, you know it's so it's so fragile. Not fragile, it's just so flickering. Yeah, somebody's energy is so flickering, and it's just, you don't want to be in that zone. You don't want to be around that, and you're just done with it. There comes a point when you're done with these lessons. I'm not saying that, you know um I mean, there was a whole amount of time that I've spent, you know, of course I knew things before as well, but there comes a point in life where we're like, I can't take this anymore. I can't take, these negative energies anymore, or less evolved energies anymore, you know, because of something or the other, because you have to focus on your spiritual growth. These people, they come into your life to give you a lesson, and once they give you a lesson, there comes a times when they need to be washed away from your life. You need to be evolved out of them. And of course, universe helps you out. Universe just so magically and miraculously helps you out in that. You don't even have to ask for it. Your soul is already, communicating with the universe every moment, every level, every second. It's already communicating. So you don't have to consciously, speak with your physical body or speak with your mouth. No, it doesn't work like that. It's always in conversation. It's always, conversing with the universe, and universe is definitely conversing back to you with everything it throws upon you. So sometimes it throws up lemons, so you have to, you know turn lemons into lemon water. Sometimes, whatever. So you actually become more sensitive to energies. People expect you that, oh, you're spiritual now, you should not get affected by it. You should not get angry, you should not get annoyed, you should be just a calm zen buddha something. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I am not saying that, you know but when you're going through spiritual awakening, these are all stages. you know um there would come a point, where, of course, yeah, you will be zen like and calm and everything. But when you transmute this irritation, when you transform, these irritations, annoyance, you know and you move into acceptance, you move into, calmness and zen like, so this has to be transformed, to move into that. Okay. So, um yeah, and just want to tell you, it's if you are and you are sensitive to energies, you are spiritually awakened, you feel more irritated, you feel more annoyed, it's just so okay. It's just so okay. It's just so okay. Okay. It's just so okay. The world is not yet, you know the world is not yet ready for spiritually awakened people. The world is not yet ready. They don't get it. They are not that ready. But I just want to come and tell you here that it's just completely okay, for you to feel that annoyance, that irritation, you know even if somebody is not saying something to you, but you just know it. And it's just all okay, and it's just all okay if you can't keep up with certain people, if you can't keep up with certain situations, if you can't keep up with that job. It's just all okay. It's okay for you to feel that way. You don't have to be too hard on yourself. You had already been too hard on yourself for believing those things that you never believed in the first place, right? You never believed in those things in the first place, but you did it for a long time. And now, you know, after you have your spiritual awakening, it rings a bell. It rings a bell that I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. That frustration, that annoyance is fine, you know, and it's just okay. Try to keep up your point, and it's going to take time for others also around you to understand things. Okay, they will eventually understand you if they love you, you know and love is a big word. They will understand you according to their level of consciousness, I should say that. Yes, but that's the thing about love. In love you will evolve for that person. That's the thing about love. Oh, it's only in love that you evolve for that person. you know in attachment you want that person to fall to your level, but it's only in love that you evolve for that person that much. Yeah. In attachment, people want you to fall to their level. They want you. They don't love you. you know so yeah, it's just okay. I get you. I get you if you are sensitive, and then on top of that it just becomes so annoying and frustrated that people want you to pretend spiritual. you know when you're sensitive to energies, you're feeling annoyance, you're feeling irritation, but people want you to pretend to be spiritual, be zen, like be calm. And when you see something wrong happening in front of you, you cannot not speak. You will speak, because something inside a conscious is like, no, I have to speak, this is wrong, at least let me speak, even if it doesn't make any difference. You have to speak. And you know when you speak against, people don't like it, right? People don't like when you speak against the things that have been happening since a long time. You don't like it because it just uproots their system, it uproots their history, it uproots their programming. They don't like it. So I get you. I get you. You don't have to be zen like, calm and everything. It's just okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be annoyed. And I'm not saying that be be overpowered by that emotions, but just don't judge that feeling. That's all. I have done a video also a while back. Okay, a long time ago, I did a video where I said that, emotions are never meant to be judged. It's just okay to be, where you are, annoyed, frustrated. I get it. I get it. You are more sensitive to energies. You are more spiritually awakened. Okay. And I am not, and just okay to be where you are. But yes, don't let those emotions overpower you. Maintain that stability, that center somewhere. You know, it's very important that you maintain that center, that stability. And and yet don't be overpowered by those emotions, but don't even judge those emotions. And you don't have to pretend any spiritual. You don't have to pretend. To be spiritual is very different than to pretend spiritual. Many people are busy in pretending spiritual, like we are calm, we are zen like, and we are spiritual. Ooh, ha ha ha. No, it doesn't work like that. The more you open your eyes to the world, the more you're gonna feel annoyed by fake things, fake people, fake situations, fake jobs, things that don't even, things that don't touch your soul. You're going to feel that. gonna feel that pain, and it's gonna bring that annoyance and irritation in you. So I just wanna say it's just okay. Be compassionate with yourself. It's okay. And nobody's gonna get you. Or people want you to pretend spiritual, but don't. Walk your path. Don't let those emotions overpower you, and just find a way of transforming them. You know, that's it. Yeah, just find a way of transforming them. So for me, doing this video is, I'm transforming them. It's helping me to transform it. you know and gradually it's going to take time, but you're going to find your place. You're going to find your place. That's it. That's all I wanted to come here and talk about. Thank you for watching the video.